Look into those crystal balls, Raider Nation. I want you to predict the Raiders' record in 2025. I am going to be putting out a video tomorrow morning on my Raiders record prediction, so make sure you're subscribed, make sure those notifications are turned on. But I want to hear you loud and proud what that Raiders record is going to be this upcoming season. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and the Las Vegas Raiders 2025 schedule has been leaked. I will say this, it has not been 100% confirmed. Every game that we are going to roll through, the games that have not been confirmed yet, Week 4, Week 8, Week 13, but we played a little Sudoku, and we think that we know what the schedule is. If this ends up not being the official Raiders schedule, note that I will do another video on the official Raiders 2025 schedule. Let's keep this thing rolling, though. The first game that we got, Week 1 against the New England Patriots, Tom Brady going up back in New England, Josh McDaniels. Week 2, the home opener against the Chargers, Monday Night Football. Week 3, on the road against the Commanders. Week 4, against the Chicago Bears. That's going to be a fun game. Ben Johnson, I'll see you there. Week 5, on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. Week 6, at home, Tennessee Titans. Week 7, on the road in Arrowhead, Patrick Mahomes, I see ya. Andy Reid, I'm going to see ya. Week 8, this is going to be the Raiders' bye week. Then, Week 9, Jacksonville Jaguars, going to be a fun game. Travis Hunter, can't wait to watch that one. Week 10, Thursday Night Football up against the Denver Broncos. Friendly reminder that Jeremy Chuggs and I will be live every single Thursday Night Football game here on the Raiders Report. Week 11 versus the Cowboys, there is a chance this could be Monday Night Football. This one's still TBD. Week 12, up against the Cleveland Browns for the Las Vegas Raiders. Week 13, on the road against the Chargers. And then we end up with this gauntlet. And it's a tough gauntlet. I mean, think about it. The Chargers, playoff caliber team. Broncos, playoff caliber team. Defending Super Bowl champs. Week 16 against the Houston Texans. Week 17 against the Giants. And then you finish up the season with your rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs, in Week 18. If you don't already know it, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be putting out videos every single day, May, June, July. We're about to start our Madden watch parties. Our first Madden watch party is going to be this Friday on May 16th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you're tuning in, and if you have a good time during our Madden streams, wait till you see what we do this season during game day. Shit gets wild here on the Raiders Report. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the schedule, and I'm just going to kind of point out certain games that I'm going to keep an eye on. For this one, I think you got to talk about the Week 1 game, and it's really intriguing to me because it was rumored that the Raiders frontrunner that they wanted to be their head coach, Tom Brady at least, he was really looking at Mike Vrabel. Once the New England Patriots decided to move on from Gerard Mayo, it was then, all right, Vrabel's going to go there. But Josh McDaniels is the OC for New England. We know, obviously, what Tom Brady means to the city of New England and to Foxborough, but he's going to get an opportunity to take down the Patriots. And I think when you talk about legacies, we know that Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, more Super Bowls than anybody. But the fact that he's able to do it with two different teams, and now if he's able to go beat the Patriots again and kind of put another notch in that belt of, guess what, I am also a great owner, who knows how much say he actually has. But for the first game for Geno Smith, for the first game for Ashton Jeanty, the first time that we get to see Pete Carroll and we get to see a John Spytek team on the field, you're damn right. I can't wait. And you know what? I saw Chuggs working in the background. Let's go, man. Give me some F. McDaniels down below. I can't wait to see the flea flicker, the trick play on the 40-yard line by the Raiders. I can't wait to see the 3rd and long running back screen. I can't wait to see Chip Kelly run circles around Josh McDaniels and for us to put our foot on their throat and start this season off 1-0, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go from Week 5 here to Week 8. I would say the biggest game on here, it's not that Indy, Tennessee. Both of those are very important games being the AFC, but let's be honest. It's Week 7 against the Kansas City Chiefs on the road. And I also love the fact that we have a bye week after Kansas City. So if you're the Raiders, you're going into this one and you're like, no matter what, we're going to be able to rest up and be able to re-prepare ourselves for the back half of the season. Anytime you're going up against the AFC West champs, anytime you're going up against the most dominant team in the NFL the last, 5-6 years. I know Philadelphia is obviously up there in that equation, but if I were to ask Raiders fans which are the games that you're looking forward to the most, I would imagine that the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be the most common answer. though it might not be this Kansas City Chiefs game. We do have the Week 8 bye. Now what I want to look at is the games from Week 9 all the way down to Week 13. And when you look at these are another, the Travis Hunter game is going to be fun. Thursday Night Football, going to be fun. Selfishly, I could say Week 11 against the Dallas Cowboys. And I say that because my fiance, soon-to-be wife, is a Cowboys fan. Jeremy Chuggs' wife is a Cowboys fan. And if you're telling me the first time that her and I are going to be Mr. and Mrs. Renz, the Raiders and Cowboys, if this game does end up being on Monday Night Football, oh my goodness. I did also tell Alex that I will try my best this year to try to go out to Las Vegas for the Cowboys and Raiders game. If you are planning on going out there, there's a good chance you're going to see me that weekend. But you got to look at that one. Week 12 versus the Browns. Could you imagine if Shedeur Sanders is playing? That would be insane. Week 13 against the Los Angeles Chargers. Anytime you're going up against your AFC West rivals, you got to be able to bring it. Speaking of being able to bring it, I'm hoping that Raider Nation brings it to Allegiant Stadium every single game this season, and I hope if you're going on the road and traveling, make sure you got an awesome Raiders jersey. If anybody out there needs a new Raiders jersey, go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Whether you need a Maxx Crosby, whether you need a Bo Jackson, whether you need a Brock Bowers, whether you need an Ashton Jeanty jersey, we got them all covered for you. Chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. They come in all shapes and sizes. They do also have toddler jerseys. They have women jerseys. They have the white ones, the black ones. They also have the camo. Hundreds and hundreds of Raiders jerseys at chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Let's wrap up this schedule from Week 14 to Week 18. Kind of want to talk about the Texans a little bit. I ain't going to do that to Chugs, though. I think the first game I look at here is you're going up against the defending Super Bowl champs, right? In the Philadelphia Eagles, that's going to be a really, really tough game because I think it's going to be, you're going to see how battle-tested you are. And I've mentioned Philadelphia so many times this offseason because I think that this regime is trying to copy them in a little bit, so much so that they go out and they hire an Anthony Patch, stealing Howie Roseman's right-hand man. On top of that, though, Chugs has been a part of this program for a long time, and Chugs is going to be live doing his own thing on our Texans channel. I'm going to be live here on Raiders, and we're going to get a real opportunity to battle it out. What I also want to say, though, is if anybody is planning on going to this game, Jeremy and I will be in the city of Houston as it stands right now. Obviously, things can change, especially around the holidays. But we are planning on being here in Houston December 19th, and we are planning on being here December 20th. Let's go to Week 17. Giants, Raiders. My guy Marshall, Rebel, where you at? But this is also one of those huge, huge bragging rights games because I still hold certain things in the back of my mind. The first time I ever lost a Super Chat battle on the Raiders Report was to the New York Giants and to Marshall Green. It's not going to happen again. And then, let's just be honest. If you're telling me right now this game means something, hope, and I mean it, I really, really hope that this is like the Vikings-Lions game last year. Winner's going to be the AFC West champion. Loser's still going to be able to play wild card spot. This Raiders schedule is a difficult one, and when you look at the strength of schedule, they are actually middle of the road, 16th. I don't really look at that because, well, the Raiders in 2024 look a lot different than the Raiders in 2025. So one more time here, let's run through this Raiders 2025 schedule, and are you telling me it is official? So it's still technically, there's a chance this isn't right, but I'm going to say there's a 99% chance that this is the correct schedule for the Las Vegas Raiders. So again, Week 1, New England. Week 2 up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 3 against the Commanders. Week 4 against the Bears. Week 5, Indianapolis. Week 6, the Tennessee Titans. Week 7, the Kansas City Chiefs. Week 8 is a bye. Week 9, up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 10, Thursday Night Football against the Broncos. Week 11 against the Dallas Cowboys. Still TBD on Monday Night Football. Week 12, the Cleveland Browns. Week 13, the Chargers. Week 14, the Denver Broncos. Week 15, on the road against Philly. On the road against the Texans in Week 16. And then Week 17, the New York Giants. Week 18, the Kansas City Chiefs. That, Raider Nation, is your 2025 schedule. If you haven't already, make sure you tag me on IG, make sure you tag me on Twitter, and make sure y'all are ready all season long, all off season long. Because I promise you this, nobody's going to put their heart as much as I do on this show, and I know all y'all are the exact same way. If you want to party on game days, if you want somebody that brings 365 days of content, the Raiders Report is going to be for you. And I haven't been this excited about a Raiders season in a long time. And if you feel that exact same damn way, I expect to see you every single Raiders game this season here on the Raiders Report.